Dr. Patty Britton.
Hi, and I'm Dr. Robert Dunlap.
Welcome to Sex Coach U TV. This is...
Sex at the Movies.
That's right. So the title of this film is...
I'm so excited.
Just like the Pointer Sisters, was it?
Yes, it was. It was their number one hit.
Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
So this is one silly and funny film. I give it a 5 stars out of 5. I don't know about you.
I would give it maybe 4.5. I'm a little more conservative, but I really liked it.
And we laughed our patoots off.
Oh,
This movie was so funny. It was hysterical from the opening to the closing. It is all about sex. Every single word, every expression, every nuance. Why don't you tell them how it begins?
Well,
what goes on?
What is really fabulous about it, and I think this is much more from the perspective as a filmmaker, the challenge of being able to work in such a very small confined space, which is an airplane. But to do some of these song and dance numbers, to do some of the crazy things that they were able to achieve in that tiny confined area, that really is my hats off to Almodovar. Brilliant.
And here's the funny thing, is that a lot of the action took place in the cockpit, and they mean cockpit.
Oh, boy.
It's so hilarious. It is so much about sexual themes. It's about infidelity. It's about secret lives, secret affairs. It's about gay. It's about bisexuality. In fact, this film is so much, I would say, a showcase about bisexuality. There are lines in it like the two males who are the pilot and the co-pilot in the cockpit. And they're having this constant narration and dialogue going on in Spanish with translation. And there's this whole debate about, no, I'm not a homosexual. Just because I like to suck your cock doesn't mean I'm homosexual. And so it goes on and on and on. And tell them the bit about telling off the people back home because they think this is a flight that's about to go down.
Yes, and they're like circling in airspace to find a place to land
in the middle of nowhere.
In the middle of nowhere, and they're really worried about crashing because that's what the landing gear got screwed up.
So what was your favorite part? Tell me.
Oh, well, the highlight is the way they do the song and dance number in the airplane. I'm so excited. I mean, literally, that's where they get the title. And when they do that song and dance, and they lip sync and sing that, it's unbelievable.
It's almost like a drag show, but not a drag, but sort of a drag, wouldn't you say?
Oh, without a doubt. Yes.
And what I learned from it is the power of comedy to teach and to normalize. I think the whole idea of having people be so open about their fluidity in terms of their gender identity, in terms of their sexual orientation, in terms of their non-monogamous lifestyle. After all, there's such a trend in the world today toward polyamorous living. I thought this film really just kind of normalized and laid out this platform of what is okay and maybe what's normal today in this hilarious way. It was so reminiscent for me, I don't know about you,
Yes.
of The Hangover one. The first Hangover movie was so utterly hilarious that I think I watched it 7 times and still had tears rolling down my face. Same thing with Sacha Baron Cohen in the really hilarious and absolutely offensive film Bruno.
Oh.
And later on The Dictator, which we have reviewed here. And there's just so much wacky silliness, but slapstick isn't really the way to characterize it. It's just hilarity run amok, wouldn't you say?
Oh, without a doubt. And it's brilliant. Don't miss it.
Don't miss it. It's really worth seeing on the big screen. But if you can't, be sure that you look at it on your own flat screen TV at home. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.